Katrina. Thank you so much for being here. I'd love to just kick this off by you telling us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Sure. My name is Katrina, and I work for a technology company in the San Francisco Bay Area. And I am currently serving as a subject matter expert for our cloud products. And I'm a trainer, and I'm looking to move into more corporate training. So this is why I decided to get a little help in that area.
Yeah, so tell us more about that. Why did you decide to join Presence Under Pressure when you did? What was going on, either just personally for you in terms of your own confidence or your own experience with communication skills, and also professionally? Why did you decide to join?
Well, I decided because I am often asked in meetings to answer questions on the fly, and I always feel that I need to be prepared instead of just giving them the knowledge that I have at that moment. So I wanted to join because that pressure that I do feel when I'm in a meeting to be right was prompting me to not sound as professional as I would like. So that actually was the reason I decided to join the program. And going forward in my life, I actually would like to present with more authenticity, but still feeling professional and connecting with my audience in a genuine way.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you have any resistance to joining the program? Anything, whether it was financially or whether you thought it could actually do anything for you? Any resistance at all?
Well, there was some resistance in the beginning because my company has a training program that they allow funds for. And I thought, it's not going to be approved this year because money is tight. But I had decided, since I saw you in action with another leadership training that I'm working through, I thought there's no way I cannot say yes to this program. So I decided to reach out and figure out what I could do and made it happen.
Yeah. What was it? Was it a thought in you or a conversation that we had? What tipped you over the edge that you were like, yes, I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to invest in these skills?
Well, there were several things, actually. It was the personal coaching from you and the small group format where I can feel free to be myself and use it as kind of a laboratory to test these things out and make mistakes and not feel that everybody's watching.
Yeah.
So it felt like a very comfortable environment for me to be in, to do some really deep work.
Anything else that just tipped you over the edge in that way?
Actually, I have to say it's your personality and your straightforwardness. So when we had our first conversation, I thought, this is the person that I want to work with.
Oh, cool. Well, I felt the same way about you. So I'm so glad that you said yes. Tell me also about the format that you mentioned, like that you were really intrigued about the group format. Take us inside that experience that you had in a group of 4 to 5 people. What was that like? How did that work?
Well, actually, it was very structured that in a way that works for me very well, is that you had a preview of what's to come and a little bit of pre-work that you needed to do to get yourself in a place where you can absorb all the information and come prepared with things that we can work on. So it was easy to use. And then having the format with just a small group where we got feedback from not only yourself, but these lovely group of women that I worked with that were just right on point. And also I felt like I made really good connections with them and will continue to be connected with this group for a very long time, I hope.
Yeah, so cool. Tell us about any big shifts or little shifts that you experienced personally since the time that you started this program to now after. What do you notice has shifted for you?
Well, the biggest shift that I've made is that as someone who never finished college, who has made a career for myself through just trial and error and really hard work, that I'm always feeling like I have to prove myself, prove my worth, prove my knowledge. And one of the biggest shifts was moving from proving myself to how can I improve the situation that I'm in? How can I improve other people's lives? So coming at it from less about myself and how can I be a resource for others? That was one of the biggest takeaways right there.
So good. So well said. Would you like to teach the course now? So good.
Future.
Tell me also, what was it like for you, the balance of both really the mindset piece of things that we worked on, which is some of what you just mentioned, and really the practical tools and frameworks that we worked through? How did that balance work for you?
I think that the tools in the beginning to make sure, we're making eye contact, making sure that we're feeling present in our bodies, that really helped the mindset that, if I'm, not in a good space and you could see that in my body as I'm speaking on camera, it just really affects how I feel. And that really did help when we moved into sort of, who do you want to be? What's your intention in this situation? It really felt very well put together, and it had a really nice flow to it, so that when it came really time to work deeply on, what's driving me, and I don't know if that necessarily was an intention of it, but that's what I got out of it.
Yeah.
Is that it worked. They go hand in hand.
Yes, they do. I agree. Cool. And tell me, have you noticed, whether it's been verbal feedback or maybe just something that you sense from other people, do you sense people treating you differently now that you've developed these skills further? Like, do you sense that there's a new reception of you at all?
I've been given feedback that I have definitely improved my leadership skills as the lead in my organization, or one of the leads. And not only did I always feel that I am a subject matter expert because I have this knowledge, but coming across as confident. That was something that my manager and I had worked on early on for our review last year. But now he's seeing more and more of that confidence come through in our interactions every day on Zoom. So I can only imagine how it would be in person when that time comes, we go back to the office.
Cool. Well, congrats. I am so glad to hear that. And it's also just so cool because you've also put in the work. Something we talk about at the very beginning too is we make it manageable, right? I'm not giving you hours of homework before each call. You have like 15 to maybe 30 minutes of homework before each call. But then ultimately it's your job to really put the skills and the tools into practice just in your day-to-day interaction. So kudos to you.
Well, thank you.
There. Yeah.
What I also loved about it, if I could add, is that homework makes you think about what's a real life situation that we're working with. It's not just, an example or anything like that, but something you could really take back and use every day.
Yes. Good. I'm glad you experienced that. I guess my last question for you would be, what would you say to someone who's maybe on the fence about taking this program? They're on the fence about whether they should kind of just go at it on their own, kind of figure out the skills and the tools on their own, or join us for a really holistic group coaching program experience like this. What would you say to them?
Sign up right away. One of the things I know about myself is that I love, self-improvement tools and courses and any information I could get my hands on, but it does not replace the personal interactions of a coach or those people in your group. I think that I learn more, connecting with other people than I do watching a video or, reading some material. So the personal interaction was why I signed up, not just because of the information.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Well, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Time. It's so exciting to see you exactly where you are and just how well you're doing. And I look forward to you just being part of this community for years and years and years to come.
Thank you. I'm so glad to have met you.